For me, as someone who's moved around so much, like I literally think like I see this certain cities or certain countries as signs because I'm also really into astrology. So like I know the UK is a Capricorn, the US is a Leo, Kenya is a Scorpio. Yeah, like that's just like it's part of just how I experience the world and places, in addition to people. I do think because Nairobi and okay, because Kenya and especially Nairobi is a Scorpio, Scorpios do well here. This is an environment that's very, and a culture that's very suited, well suited to them. Power dynamics are really big here. Sort of like privacy and secrecy, like everyone's simultaneously in everyone else's business, but also, yeah, and everyone's also trying to hide, just trying to like, just like I think everyone is hiding something here. I think they are, just because everyone's in everyone's business. So yeah, I think like water signs can do well here, because this is I find Nairobi to be a highly emotional environment. A lot of people, that's another thing about being tapped into energies. Like on the surface, it doesn't look like that necessarily, but you can feel it. It was tough when I first moved here, because there's just chaos in the air. Like, and for me, as someone who doesn't like chaos or is quite uncomfortable with chaos, as like a Virgo and like a Virgo moon, that was really tough to align myself with. But like I just had to get used to it because you have to adapt if you want to find peace as the version of yourself that you are in a new place. I think a lot of adapting is surrendering. Yeah, I just had to yield to the environment and yield to what this place was offering me. And that was tough because I didn't really like a lot of the stuff this place was offering me, honestly. I didn't. So I was kind of intentional about making sure I yielded, like I surrendered, but I didn't just surrender blindly, basically, and just take on whatever Nairobi was offering me. I had to, yeah, almost just like have some discernment, like be intentional, reflect, talk to myself, and like think about the stuff that I wanted to keep or what. It's just like this is a process that you have to be in touch with yourself with. It you have to be in touch with yourself to be able to adapt in a way that like helps you maintain power or even become more empowered. Because you have to be paying attention to what vibes you're picking up from the place you're in, and then into being intentional about what you want for yourself as well, and like aligning those two things. I feel like that's what co-creation is about, like co-creation with God. Like obviously the God, the universe, spirit, like kind of dictates your journey, but also like you also have the power and you also have the free will to decide what you want for yourself. The like fate versus free will debate, I think it's both. I think you have free will within your destiny, like the stuff that's been written cosmically, divinely, but you also get to like decide on, like how you get there, who you get there with, like you do have agency and stuff. So yeah, it was just like that's how I had to do it.